No, he's...
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Father and I are switching cleverly up here, because we only have one microphone. But, all right. No, I have not been reassigned. That I know of.
I forgot to tell you.
Oh. Maybe the next parish will have two microphones. The gospel today, a long one, is the gospel that we read through the Scrutinies. It's different than the normal gospel for the fifth Sunday of Lent. And it's a story that's very, very, very familiar. It's the raising of Lazarus. And it's got all sorts of twists and turns in it. And every time I read it, something hits me differently. Now, this time, I thought, poor Lazarus, he had to die twice. You know, dying is not a pleasant thing. We tend to avoid it at all costs. And so, he's raised from the dead. And I thought, no, we don't know much else about him. He doesn't speak. Everything's about him. Jesus loved him. That resonated with me. In fact, Jesus was very close to his family. Jesus had a close relationship with Lazarus, although the details of it go unseen. They're not in the gospel today. I think the gospel is about relationships. You see, once we're born, from the moment we're born, we're on a journey to death. We will all die. Lazarus died twice. Jesus died. Now we believe in the afterlife. We believe that Jesus is rising from the dead. Guarantees us as believers the afterlife. Now you've been told that death is the great leveler. Everybody dies. Rich people, poor people. All people die. Powerful people, weak people. All people die. And you've been told that it doesn't matter what you've accumulated in this world. You don't take it with you. And you don't take your money with you. You don't take your power with you. You don't take your prestige with you. You certainly, if you're my age, don't take your good looks or your agility with you. But you do take one thing with you. You take your relationships. The only thing that goes with you are your relationships. They don't die. We as Catholic Christians believe in the communion of saints. Yes, if someone is killed, if someone dies, they're not here. But that relationship isn't dead. We believe to our core that we will see those people again. If you read accounts of people who have had near-death experiences, who've been pronounced dead on an operating table and seemingly come back to life from the dead, they talk about oftentimes being greeted by all of the people that were important to them, that they knew. Some talk about even meeting Jesus. You see, the relationships that we form here never die. Are we forming good, caring, loving relationships? Or are we forming the kind of relationships that no one would want to take along? Ones of animosity, hatred, divisiveness. You see, we're always packing. Now, some of us don't spend much time at all forming relationships. And this would be big enough for us. Some of us need a slightly bigger suitcase for those relationships. Certainly you want one big enough for that relationship. Because if you don't have one with him, then you're not going to be with him. Lazarus was a good friend of Jesus. Think for a moment. When Jesus rose from the dead on Easter Sunday, how much luggage he took with him. Actually, there isn't a suitcase in the world that can hold what Jesus took to his Father on the resurrection night. Because he took every one of us there. The question we have to ask is, are we going to have the kind of relationships that are going to bring us eternal happiness? Or are we going to be lonely and afraid because we have no good relationships? It is all about the relationships that we form. Your brother that's died, your mother that's going before you, the child that you lost, the husband or the wife, whether they lived a long life or a short life, they are all there with Jesus Christ. You will take those relationships with you. You will not take your money, you will not take your power, you will not take your fame. All of those relationships wait for you in heaven. My advice to you, get a big bag